Bum, 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 ba-da. Bum, 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 ba-da. Welcome to Coco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com, KOCO Sports.com, or Kocosports.net. It takes you to the same place. It is your home for combat sports, where the world comes to kick ass, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Today's NXT results, or NXT review. Here we go. Please, in the comments, put win, loss, or tie what you thought. I just did an Impact review a couple hours ago, and I'm going to have to say, if there's a Thursday Night War, NXT is losing that Thursday Night War. Please, like I said, put win, loss, or tie what you thought. You know, the nice guy in me wants to say tie, and the douche nozzle in me wants to say loss. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. I'll say weak tie. Just a weak tie. They did give us a lot of matches, so that's good. And once again, it was NXT style, which seems to be the new style. Just put as many matches as you possibly can into an hour. They did it with last week's main event. And I figured, hell, if the matches are going to suck and be squash matches anyway, fucking fill 20 of them. Put 900 of them in there. So, here we go. Let's break it down. First one, Tyler Breeze, #1 contender. Really getting over with the crowd, trying to do heel tactics, but they're still cheering him. Tyler Breeze defeats Angelo Dawkins. It was pretty much a 1-2-3 squash match. Nothing special about it. But after the bout, NXT champion Neville comes out and asks Breeze when their title match is going to happen. Like, hey, bro, we doing this shit? What's up? We going to go? And then Breeze tried to attack the champion. First they swapped insults. One, he said he looked like a troll or some science fiction character, and he said something about his mom sending him a selfie, and they went into it, and Neville beat the fucking piss out of him. It was really quick. You forget how quick Neville is sometimes, but dude, I was like, holy shit, I think he kicked him 76 times. So it was pretty good. Breeze just heads up to the locker room and in shock that he got his ass whooped so bad. So I guess they're teasing it. They're really pushing this Tyler Breeze kid. I don't know if he's as good as Neville. I mean, NXT to me should be all about the in-ring ability, and that's why Neville should have it. But Tyler Breeze is really getting over with his character. And then, to me, match of the night for 2 weeks in a row. She's really been impressing me. NXT Women's Champion Charlotte Flair defeats Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch looks exactly like Lita now. It reminds me of when you see the other night I was watching the news and my wife, she's way more attractive than me, and we're watching the news and I'm like, that announcer looks like you when you were younger. when you're married, that's something you shouldn't say. Well, my whole thing is that's how I feel about Becky Lynch with Lita. Like if I was sitting down next to Lita, I'd be like, Becky Lynch looks like you. If you were younger, things you shouldn't say to a woman. Anyway, after sleeping on the couch, I continued watching NXT, and yeah, Charlotte Flair has been really impressing me. Been stealing the shows at NXT, short shows, but getting it across, and hopefully, they just keep pushing her to the moon. So, next, you got the Ascension defeated Steve Cutler and Mac Miles. It was just a squash match. I don't know. I'm not that big on the Ascension. I know everyone else is. Like, the Ascension's the next Road Warriors. Look out, here comes Demolition. Whatever. I just see it as two big guys fucking jobbing people out. But the city of Orlando loves that, and obviously NXT people that leave comments on the internet love it. So there you go. But the good thing about this match was, besides, they actually named their opponents this week. Nothing like two local competitors. I hated that shit last week. So, it's a step in the right direction. NXT, you actually named their opponents. But they also said they're going to have a #1 contenders tag team tournament, and then they'll go against the Ascension, which I hope that means eventually the Ascension heads up to WWE. And I hope the Ascension loses the titles instead of doing what they did with Paige. They got a lot of good tag teams coming up. And according to the announce team in WWE, it's their 302nd day as NXT Tag Team Champs. So congratulations on that. That's got to be some type of feat. Hopefully they keep it up. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of theirs, but still, 302 days is kind of interesting. Where do you think they would fit in the WWE? Like, do you see them dominating, beating the Usos? Do you see them just headed up there and continuing their dominance? Do you think they get lost in the shuffle? Because you got to remember that what we've learned from NXT and WWE is that jump is huge. So you could be crazy over at NXT, but then hey, you head to WWE and no one knows who the fuck you are. And maybe that's because I think like 3 million plus people watch Raw, and 700,000 are paying for the network. So I don't know. That jump from NXT to WWE seems to be huge, and not everyone's successful with it. Not even Paige. So a lot of people, and even Bo Dallas had a rough start. Adam Rose is having a rough start. So I wonder how the Ascension will make that jump, and if they make the jump. And then next, the biggest fucking waste of time, probably the worst match of the night. I'm not a big fan of these two wrestlers. It's Mojo Rawley, which is he's supposed to be pumped up and have a lot of energy, but he looks like a 40-year-old man just trying to be young. And then you have Bull Dempsey, and you know what? I normally like Bull Dempsey. Fat, chubby guy. Who doesn't like a fat, chubby wrestler? Dressing like King Kong Bundy? Who the fuck doesn't want to see a fat, chubby guy dressed up as King Kong Bundy? The problem that I have is the history of WWE. Now, granted, they just did sign Kevin Steen, so that's good. But they passed up on Samoa Joe, they passed up on Hashimoto, they passed up on a lot of great wrestlers because they didn't look the part. And then out of nowhere, Bull Dempsey? That's who the fuck gets to break the glass ceiling? That's who you're like, wow, look at him, he's a fucking badass. And just, no. Mojo Rawley and Bull Dempsey, fucking slowly but surely, they're not getting over with the crowd. And I just don't enjoy them at all. They defeat the Mechanics. It's basically a brand new tag team. Hopefully, we can see more of them. I didn't know much about it. It reminded me of a very 80s team. I don't know. You always see this. I don't watch much American television because I live in Japan. But I watch like Spike TV or whatever channel Raw is on and all that. But the part that cracks me up is seeing some of these goddamn commercials. They're most pumped up over the worst fucking jobs ever. Like, I saw the commercial the other day. It's like, we're fucking tough. Who's gonna be the toughest? We do tattoos. Like, really? Fucking, we're gonna pump up tattoo artists? All right. I mean, it's great to be a tattoo artist, but I can't imagine like me being excited watching that. Like, there's always like the truck drivers and fixing the bikes. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't get it. Who knows? But then again, maybe it's just like pro wrestling, except there's no athletic ability. You're just doing a tattoo. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, like, give me a hell yeah! Fucking tattoo on your arm. Give me a hell yeah! I just finished your fucking motorcycle. Like The Rock runs a restaurant. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Tonight it's Parmesan cheese. I don't fucking know. I mean, Japan has some really weird-ass celebrity TV shows. Like, they'll put their celebrities through anything. It's really fucking weird. But the longer I stay outside of America and then see a commercial for reality television, I fucking just lose my shit. Like, they're fucking pumping it up like it's going to be a title fight, and they're just tattoo artists. I'm like, all right. Who's gonna fucking draw the better Tweety Bird on that fat woman's ass? Stay tuned on Spike TV. Poor TNA can't renew a contract on Spike TV, but tough guys that give tattoos can. Oh, fucking God bless you, America. Anyway, fucking worthless match. Mojo Rawley and Bull Dempsey defeat the Mechanics. It's a bad match when you start talking about the commercials. You're like, I saw a commercial 3 weeks ago about this fucking new pizzeria. Oh, man. Fucking Mojo Rawley and Bull Dempsey. Anyway, and the main event, they gave it a lot of time. I was like, okay, match done. And then, like, Adam Rose defeats Tyson Kidd, and the match was, like, maybe 10 minutes long. But after, like, 97 3-second matches, you're like, holy shit, this is an Iron Man match. These guys went a good 10, 12 minutes. Holy shit. But no, it was basically the Tyson Kidd story. And it's weird. Tyson Kidd, nobody on main event, kind of a face, but he's carrying the company of NXT. It's just, I have no idea why they used him on main event and the way they used him. But right now, Tyson Kidd is probably the most interesting thing on NXT, and they keep it up. They keep the storyline going with him. and Natalia. Adam Rose gets a win because of a distraction. Tyson Kidd is all types of pissed off at Natalia. And the announce team, once again, I have to give them credit. They're putting this shit over. They're making Bull Dempsey sound like a star. They're making it seem. So it's very interesting. Is it worth watching? Yeah. If you got nothing else to do. If not, check out the YouTube clips on Kocosports.net. All right, so there you go. Please in the comments. I know it's a crazy time, so I didn't even advertise this because it was so late. But please in the comments put win, loss, or tie, what you thought of it, and all that. All right. Ooh. Oh, whoa. We do have a live comment. I didn't even advertise this. How do you guys find this stuff? Mr. the King says, "I hate Adam Rose with a passion." I don't know. My view on Adam Rose is this. I don't fucking get the gimmick. I'm fucking old. And usually when I ask someone, they're like, well, it's like this comedian from the UK, you see, and it's like fucking this real big celebrity who hates fucking rich people. It's like, and I'm just like, I don't fucking get it. I don't see it. I don't fucking get the gimmick. I feel old. But Rob, who's a lot younger than me, he absolutely loves Adam Rose. I don't get his gimmick, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I actually felt bad for him when he went to WWE and no one gave a shit. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that girl's fucking annoying and not very good looking. But then she goes into the fucking, like, the high school dance or something, and she's like, boo, you fucking suck, you dirty fucking whore. I don't know if anyone experiences that outside of New Jersey, but that's a common thing. New Jersey. But, you know, this girl gets picked on, and you're like, oh, she's not that bad looking. All right, I'll go out with her. Why not? But that's what it feels like. It feels like I feel bad for Adam Rose because he got booed out of the building so goddamn bad that I'm rooting for him now. I'm like, oh, he can do it. I know he can. All right, thanks, Mr. the King, for the comment. Anyway, yeah, please go check out Kocosports.com for all your NXT news, WWE news, TNA news, and combat sports news. They've been busting their asses on it. It's KOCOsports.com or Kocosports.net. It takes you the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and above all, where you can be a passionate fan. I will try to be back tomorrow for a SmackDown review. I've been a little under the weather. Earlier in the week, I had to go to hospital, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If I die, I'm gonna die YouTubing. Okay, that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever said. Go to Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com, and with that, I am over.